a lot of men just don't know how.
Right.
They don't understand the tangible language of grief.
Yeah.
How can we help them?
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's two quick ones that come to mind. One is this, whenever anybody shares their grief story, and I shared it, some about you, when they talk about somebody that they love, they almost never say their name. Mm-hmm. This is the one time in conversation where it is important to interrupt somebody. As soon as they say, I lost my dad, and they start to go on, stop them right there. What was his name? He had a name. He had a story. So that leads me into my next point. I think the language that everybody knows or they say is sorry for your loss, sorry for your loss. And while that's good at times, what it can do is it can isolate us because it can remind us, or it can reduce our loved one to just being a lost one. Wow. And all they say about our loved one, sorry for your loss. Whereas I think a better way is not sorry for your loss, but it's can you tell me stories about your love, right?
Right.
That it's like what makes your grief story a grief story is that it was a love story that was prematurely cut short. And I don't want that love story to end. I want to hear about what those 6 months were like. I want to hear about stories. I want to hear about prayers. I want to hear about smiles. I want to hear about all of those things. I had dear friends who widowed in their 20s and they started to date other people. And as they started to date other people, people would say, sorry for your loss, sorry for your loss. And they never wanted to hear about their deceased spouses. Well, then they met each other. And on that very first day, they spent 5 hours and they didn't just talk about them. They talked about their loved ones that have passed because they knew if I'm ever really going to know who you are, I've got to know the love story that is a part of your grief story. And you'll find out people start to light up because they're like, right? For me, it's like, man, it's been 10 years and I had 30 years of a bigger brother who taught me how to hoop, who taught me how to skate backwards, who taught me how to talk to, right? Who taught me all of this stuff. And I find that the best comforters are curious people, or people that say, yo, tell me stories. I want to get to know him. And those two things, right? The words that bring grievers the most comfort do not come from comforters. They come from those of us that grieve. They're trapped deep inside us. And the questions from people are the keys that unlock that hope.
Right.
What was their name? Man, tell me stories. Yeah.
That is well said, brother. Yeah. And I think you hit it right on. I was told, if you're not gonna tell it all, don't tell it at all.
Come on.
And because again, transparency becomes the path to your victory.